Big LEZ'S League, an all rugby league experience. Hello, welcome back to Big LEZ'S League, an all rugby league experience. This is Plebs Playbook, another week where we're going to be going through our previous score for the week just gone in round 5 and then going through our trades for round 6. Now, we usually make our trades on the fly, or at least we have for the past 2 weeks, but got a bit excited. Or I think excited is the wrong word because it was a pretty average week for us, to be fair, but got in there and made the trade straight away, and we'll obviously look to reassess a little bit further in the week, but had to sort of craft a bit of a 2-week plan to get my side perfect. It might involve me using a couple of boosts. We've done already 2 boosts this year. We're going to be using another one this week, and we'll get to that in just a second. But just to go through our previous week in round 5, our final score was 1,191, as you can see there. So didn't do too badly. Obviously, in regards to my leagues, I've won 3 from 3, which was good. Unexpected, especially with this scoreline. You wouldn't win a lot of leagues with that scoreline, but I was lucky with a couple of my matchups there. And then in regards to, I guess, some individual scores, Herbie obviously still scored well in a side that got pumped. Had some really nice moments towards the back end of the game. Scored a try at the end there, which was nice in, as I said, a game where the Dolphins did not go well, and I was really, really scared that he wasn't going to score well. Nathan Cleary had a blinder. Nico Hines was outstanding. We had him benched. He still went very, very well. Reece Walsh, he got 33 at the back end, so 70, or I think it was something else. Got a poor score, which totaled up to a 76. So not the best there for Reece Walsh. I think it was 38, actually. 38 was his score, so 76, obviously. Obviously, you can tell that I've failed math. 49 from Payne Haas was atrocious, especially after the AC joint injury. I know a lot of people have traded him out, so smart play to you guys if you have. I'm going to keep him and just stay a little bit stubborn there and hope that the score goes up over the next couple of weeks and he does get some more minutes. Jackson Ford, 60 points there, not too bad. Noah Martin was good. I need to get Hamasi Makasini out ASAP. I can't do it this week, though, because of the injuries to Walsh and to Stephen Crichton, which we'll get to. Tom Chester, I didn't play him, and he got 74, which I was spewing about. It's going to be the same thing this week, I think. I'm going to back in a couple of other guys. I might not play one of my front row forwards and play Chester instead, depending on the matchup there. David Farley didn't score well. He obviously won't play this week as well due to suspension for a week, which is great. Only just traded him in. You've got there as well. Fayamani didn't score well. Cooper Bye didn't score well, obviously off the bench, and Pezzett obviously had to come off early with injury. So, Harry Grant 39. Just some really poor scores that hurt me throughout the week, and I think looking back, I think a lot of people are in the same boat, so I'm not too worried about it. But that's sort of where we're at the moment. Let's get stuck into this week's trades. So actually, before we do that, where are we ranked at the moment? 24,284. Round 5 rank 40,372. So not too bad there. We're sitting in an okay spot. Ranked in the top 15% there, which I don't mind. Let's get into the side for this week. So the trades that I have made this week, as you can see there, I am going to go ahead and trade out Stephen Crichton. He's obviously going to be injured for the next 6 weeks. He's not going to be playing for the Bulldogs, so you've got to get him out. Scored poorly on the weekend as well, which really hurt me. I'm trading him out for Jackson Purdue. Now, the play for that we'll talk about in a second, but Purdue I think is a smart buy. While I wasn't planning on spending the money there, I was actually planning on going from Critter to Jenkins, and I was speaking to a couple of other people about it, and they were sort of saying maybe go down to Casey McLean. He's still playing well and less money, but just the fluctuating scores for Casey McLean Supercoach-wise turned me off it. And for the specific play that I want to do, Purdue for me is going to be the guy that I bring in, and we'll talk about it in a second. I've traded out Walsh. Again, he's going to be injured as well. I've gone down to Tom Trbojevic, who's obviously gone up in price after the weekend as well. I've jumped on him purely because of the draw for the Manly Sea Eagles and I guess the Fosball effect. Playing really good footy at the moment, Tom Trbojevic, so I'm going to capitalise on that. And then I've gone from Suafalongo and I've jumped onto Adam Doueihi while he's still at a lower price. I expect his price to go up substantially over the next couple of weeks. I think Falongo, we're sort of relying on him to score tries. If he doesn't score a try, if he didn't score a try on the weekend, he probably would have got 37, I think, or at least he was on 37 for me before he scored a try just off memory. So I don't want to rely on him to score tries late in games. Now, while he's still scoring okay, as well, once he does score a try, I think Adam Doueihi is going to go off over the next couple of weeks. I think Jerome Luai is set to return as well. So I'm going to jump on Adam Doueihi and sort of jump on the back of what we saw from our good mate Brandon Savage last week, making a big play, boosting last week, made a similar play as well and brought Reece Walsh in, which obviously he'll have to trade Walsh out as well this week. But the Tom Trbojevic and Adam Doueihi plays worked out really well for him. So sort of going to get inspired by that. Not so much copy that, but I'm definitely going to take Doueihi and Tom Trbojevic after the last couple of weeks that they've had. And then we'll talk about the Purdue play now. So what we're thinking with Purdue is over the next 2 weeks, I'm going to move Purdue into 6, which from next week, I'm going to trade out Cody Walker pending his score. And I'm going to go from Cody Walker to Tom Jenkins, most likely, is what I'm thinking. We've got 134K there. What I'm also hoping for is that Tom Chester goes up in price again. He's set to make, pending his score, he's got a 15 break even. He's supposed to get 49, but I think he'll get more than that. So he'll go up another 30-odd K after the weekend. I'm planning to trade out Tom Chester, even though he's going well, and bring in Tom Jenkins, and then obviously maybe trade Tom Chester out for a lower scoring fullback, maybe even boost as well, and trade out someone else and free up a bit of cash for fullback and trade another fullback in. But that's sort of my headspace at the moment. That's not obviously confirmed. Shit can change. I'm probably going to trade out Makasini instead. And might keep Tom Chester there, depending on how much they go up in price. Even after the poor score on the weekend, we've still seen Makasini go up in price a little bit. And his break-even's still 29 as well. So he'll get up a little bit as well, pending his score. He'll go up a little bit in price as well. So might even trade Makasini this next week. But that's sort of what I'm thinking. That's where my headspace is at. I don't mind my team at the moment. I think we've just got to bite a couple of bullets. As well, obviously, some high break-evens for our stars that aren't scoring too well. They might drop in price a little bit, which could hurt us, but we're sitting in a decent spot. Herbie out is going to hurt this week. That's going to be a really interesting... it's going to be really interesting to see how that plays out. Not having Herbie is going to be a bit of a loss for us, but I think I'm going to be okay. We got a projected score of 1,300. Didn't help us last week, but I think that we'll be all right for this week. We'll do another one. We'll record the next bit of this podcast, once the team list come out this afternoon, we'll record again. But that's where my headspace is at the moment for trades going into round 6. Let us know what your trades are below. And let's get now to Team List Tuesday. All right, legends, team lists are out, and we're going to go through all the players that we've got playing in this one and make our final changes. So nothing to really change our trades. I think our trades are pretty final with what we've got there, what we showed on screen just before. No changes there. Pretty much everyone playing, obviously out. Jonah Pezzett, he did a hamstring, so he's going to be out for maybe the next couple of weeks. He's out. Ronald Volkman is in. You've got Farley who's out. Seto 2 is playing, so we might actually make a change there. And actually, no, that was not what I wanted to do. I want to keep it on. We'll suss that out. It's either going to be Paseka or Trey Mooney. But I was going to move him in for Faimani. I've got a little bit more confidence in Seto 2 scoring than Faimani just based off the last couple of weeks. And I think as far as projected scores go, they're pretty similar there. So it's pretty similar, 1,372. How's our projected score there? We're going to keep the captain jersey on Cleary just with how hot he is at the moment. I still think that against the Bulldogs, he's going to do very, very well. He could go Tom Trbojevic against the Dragons too. That's an option. I might consider that a little bit later in the week. I also don't mind. Oh, who else can we go here? There's not too many other options that stand out too much. Against the Broncos, Purdue, that's probably going to be a real tough assignment up against Katoni Staggs. Latrell against the Raiders. Their edge defense at the moment's been pretty poor. Maybe that's an option there, Latrell. But at the moment, I've got the Cleary jumper firmly on Nathan Cleary. Vice captain at the moment is Tom Trbojevic. Could go to Latrell Mitchell, but we'll have to wait and see. But that's the way that I'm going at the moment. Let us know which way you guys decide to go. We'll see you guys in the next one. Make sure to subscribe to not miss out on any other content. We're doing Plebs Playbook, obviously, at the moment. Collabing with Momentum for our Momentum show with Jake Marketo. So make sure to subscribe to that YouTube as well. Obviously, Sophie Curtin doing her new show, Utility Mode, on Momentum channels as well. So stay tuned. We did a couple of rebuild podcasts for the Manly Seagulls before, or actually just as Seabold was being sacked, and then obviously for the Dragons as well last week. So make sure to subscribe to get stuck into those. There's going to be plenty more exclusive YouTube content coming very soon for Big LEZ'S League. So subscribe to not miss out. We'll see you guys in the next one.